this one. Good, yes. Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Saturday. Welcome to your weekend. Hang on, we need earbuds, which hopefully are charged. Let's see here. Hello, I'm back. Thank you for your patience with my absence. Might have to do that a couple of times in the course of this year. How you doing? Morning, gamers. Yo. Today, I want to do world quests. Glamorous, I know. Hang on, I gotta turn on the toe oven. But then once I'm caught up on Undermine world quests, I want to do start some Anthus leveling. I was kind of torn because I was like, oh man, I want to level this Paladin alt because he's level 7 and needs to get to 80. It'll be better to wait for Time Walking Week next week, but I've never been one to be smart. I want to do that, but I also kind of want to keep chipping away at my Glory of the Delver achievement. And there's some bountiful delves up today that have stories I can check for, as well as... yeah, stories I can check for. So I kind of wanted to do that, but then it occurred to me I can do both. You can level in delves and get progress towards that achievement. These did not connect. Let's try it again. Each delve in their quest is pretty good. The benefit of doing it is you can hold on to the delve quest and turn it in whenever you like. So if you find that the slowest levels are like, 77 through 80, you can sort of stock all of them up and then turn them in once you reach that point to kind of skip those levels. I did that on this character, and it worked quite well. I didn't turn them in until 78. Let's see, do we have sound now? But it got her 280 easy. There we go, that sounds good. Greetings, how is Hazel? Delves reset too. The delves change, the delves in their stories seem to change every single day. Which is nice. How do you make your game menu smaller? Probably the UI scale setting, if I had to guess. UI scale. Yeah, so I have mine scaled to 65%. My settings are kind of wonky because I play at 4K. So if I keep them fully scaled, they look ridiculous. Just because I was avoiding the sinkhole. I did sinkhole like 2 or 3 times this week, which is way too many times to be sinking into that hole. Also, I figure I'm gonna do world quests on my hunter because she's just as good at it as my priest would be. It's not so bad with a swim pot, but even with like a water breathing potion, or your fishing pole or whatever it is you're gonna do, even with that, it's still kind of a gnarly place because one, it's kind of weird for placing abilities. Any placed abilities sometimes will land on like the surface of the water instead of down where you're fighting, which is a problem. But more crucially for me, I have this problem where if there is an opportunity for me to like really upset a shark, that shark's not going to be very happy. In like the first half, I think it was either a sinkhole or the other one. Both of the water ones were up yesterday. I was doing them with Flabby, and we had to fight like all of the sharks in the first half because I could not the sharks would be coming and he'd be like, let's get out of here, and I'd be like, wait, there's a curiosity, and I would like try to get it despite the fact that it's never gonna happen, and then we have to fight all the sharks. They have a lot of health. It's kind of inconvenient. There we go. Jamie Lee, thank you for the 70-month resub. Happy late Twitch-iversary. May your gear drops be plentiful and mounts have favorable winds. Thank you very much. Yeah, Glory of the Delver. I need 2 more treasure achievements for Spiral Weave and Nightfall Sanctum, and then I need to do Lore Master for quite a few of them still. But I have the rest of it done. I have Stay Storm, or I have Just Keep Swimming. All the fiddly bits, which aren't really terribly fiddly. They're pretty good. Scoots on a 59-month resub. Hope house hunting went well. Thank you, Scoots. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one not so good. I won't say really much of anything about it in the way of details, but hopefully we're going again. Hopefully within the next week or so, and maybe that'll be better. It seems that lots of people are having the same thought that I am, which is that maybe now is a good time to buy a house. So they keep like buying them. Sharks were attacker then. Yeah, things are still expensive, but it's a little spicy out there. You haven't even like rolled up to the door, and it's like, yeah, they've accepted an offer. Do you want to make a backup offer? It's like, oh gosh, yikes. Here we go. This one. I should probably like wave my arms to slow down. I just forget what button it is. Oh, we're done. We don't need to. We're good. Don't need to do World Soul. Oh, I'm Captain Valorstones? I should pop up and see if I can spend those in anything on this character. That was half the goal of doing them on this character, is I figured she could actually use the Valor Stones, so. Let's see. I don't know if she might have the crests. We'll take a look. She might be able to trade some crests, too. What a jetpack, man. There's a lot of jetpack back pieces. And then you could put that on and then just, like, fling yourself from a cliff and pretend that you're mounted. I was going to go to Dornegal to check for item upgrades, not this. I don't think there's an item upgrader in Undermine, but if there is, it would be news to me and also highly convenient. But we can just head back. Today should be Side Street Sleuths. Yeah, it's one of the ones that was up. I'm curious to see what Anthus is gonna do or feel like. My Paladin. He's level 70. He's in some Dragonflight gear. And I'm gonna find out what he's gonna do. I don't even know if I want to play him as Ret or Prot yet. I haven't decided. I kind of want to do both. Can she upgrade stuff? So she has 15 runed crests. Anything that we can do for carved crests, we should certainly do. Her gear, luckily, is all champion or... Oh, I just got the carved thing. So now I think I can trade carved up for runed.
I will answer the call.
Yeah, okay. So give me 45. Give me a bunch of these. Just to kind of save her some time.
Until next time.
Anthus Day, yeah. This helmet is called the Vile Fumigator's Mask. I feel like it has to do with Love is in the Air. I think it might be a Crown Chemical Co. thing. Prot? Yeah, maybe. I had some notion of trying to tank delves. Or just have a tank in general. And it felt like Anthus might be the guy for that. So now we have 99 of those. I feel like I ought to do my weapon. Because that'll spend a lot of Valor Stones. And it'll be good. Wow, yeah, so she's really gonna be ruined crest starved. I don't know, she got any tier pieces? Her tier pieces are, oh yeah, we could do this. Oh, that one, oh no, it is tier. Here we go, she's still only got 2 pieces. I feel like this character is about as geared as I need her to be for the moment. Seems good, seems reasonable. And those are hero as well. There we go. Well, at least she spent some Valor Stones now. Great success taking delves. Taking delves with Brandis DPS is wonderful. Yeah, it sounds fun. It certainly sounds fun. I need to have some coffee. I was getting ready in a little bit of a hurry today. More gilded than runed crest. Mask and back are separate. The mask is the Vile Fumigator's mask, I think from Love is in the Air. The back piece is the Coagulating Phlegm Churner, and I'm going to have to wowhead that because I do not remember. I think it's a new version, a new recolor of a, hang on, Coagulating Phlegm Churner. Let's just not guess and just say, huh? Drops from Rot Fist at a 32% chance, who is the Violet Hold Prisoner Undead rare on the Isle of Dorn. So, War Within, rare drop. Seems like a pretty common-ish drop. Yeah. Much easier to get than the Pristine Coagulant. Yeah, Phlegm Churner is a real specific combination of words that they definitely did on purpose. Oh, man. Got KSM. Congratulations. 3-piece chest and legs of champion track, and I don't want to tier... You don't want to catalyze champion gear, yeah. Been there. Hopefully you find something soon. Although if you wait long enough, you'll have enough extraneous catalyst charges that it won't matter. Just catalyze your champion gear and then catalyze your heroic gear again when you get it. This is slaying the Dark Twos. I think I did my chat lists already this week. I'm pretty sure we did that early in the week. On this, like, our Wednesday, Thursday streams. So I'm just doing the world quests for Steam Weedle reputation. I want to be keeping up with that. What a name. That's what I should start calling my neti pot. Less of a phlegm churner, more of a phlegm flusher. You know, that's nicer, right? Right, guys? Sometimes I can't tell if my cats are in my feet or if there's just ghosts in here. No, not better. My market research is, well, I only have 2 in this character. I've been collecting it. I'm nearly up to 1,000 of 8,000 on my other character. We're gonna have Darkmoon Fair starting up in, not for ages, not until the 6th of April, just because of the way the days shake out, actually. I'm holding on to my market research until the Darkmoon Fair, and then I'll see kind of how far. I don't think I'm gonna have enough to be done by, like, a long shot, but I'll see how far it gets me. That's kind of my plan. I also, you know what else I haven't done, and I don't know if I'm gonna. Oh, well, I should. It would be good for the character, but, like, it's a question of do I feel like she's done gearing or not, and I feel like maybe she kind of is. Like, her trinkets suck, and I'm sure she could still get upgrades, but she's definitely hit that, like, diminishing returns gearing level, which I feel like for alt gearing, maybe it would be more fun to then pivot to another alt and get them up to that diminishing returns-y kind of level. Especially if I'm going to want to have a handful of characters to do things like Chetless and Undermine with. Morning, Hazel. Good morning, Zarya Soda. How are you doing today? Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having a lovely weekend. I was walking the dog this morning and I saw a man mowing a lawn. And I was jealous in my heart of hearts. He had like a little push mower, like a just a bladed one that's not electric or gas or anything, just like a rolling bladed push mower. And I was like, well, now his grass is short. He did the thing. Look at him exerting control over his environment. I'm good. It's got a silly question. Yeah, what's up? Jim, chilling now? Concert with friends later. Oh, you're living. You're living the life that I thought all adults lived in their 30s when I was a kid. I do still make how-to videos for boss fights. I just released a set for the Undermine raid with just one missing at the end, which is a thing. Yeah. One day you'll have your own yard that Moose can eat to keep short. Yeah, he's a little bit of a weed whacker. Are all bomb crabs that big? They are when you tame them. They're very small before you tame them, and then you tame them and they start inflating like they're about to explode. Trying to find your videos. Couldn't find anything? They should be top of the list on my channel. They should be the most recently uploaded. There should be a playlist. Should be up there. Liberation of Undermine raid guides. Cheers, thanks for watching them. Okay, we did that one. We need the rocket board and useful trash. I love how much gold you get for the gold world quests out here. Boppin has 58,000 gold, and I'm not gonna lie, that kind of makes me feel like a big deal. Kind of a big shot over here. I thought I was gonna spend a bunch of it crafting her gear, but I've been lazy and I haven't crafted her any gear. And it turns out that you can save a lot of gold if you just don't spend it. New rats might be my favorite hunter pets because they're still tiny after tame. Yeah, that's one of... I have 3 hunter pets plus my animal companion, who is Izzy, the hyena over here. So I've got 4, and one of them is I got the radioactive rat pet because I thought the new rats were just so cute I had to do it. Plus, there were like exactly 4 new models that were brand new models and not just recolors of existing models, so I figured those had to be my Goblins 4 hunter pets. I just had to do it. Radio rats. Let's see him. Here, let's pull out. What's his name again? Reggie, that's right. Reggie the radioactive rat. Where is he? Yeah, he's little. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Oh, buddy, come back. I just want to look at you. Aw. Oh, kitty cat, do you want to come up? She's like sitting so politely. Hi! I know, I got a blanket. There you go. An alt panda monk named Chibi. Please stay buckled in while the rolling chair is moving. Nice kitty. Okay. Man, some of my gillies are doing keys. Like 9 in the morning. I guess it's not 9 in the morning for them. Also, that's not that early of a time to be doing keys. If it was like 6 in the morning, it would be more questionable. Cat has apparently decided to go climb in a box. As is tradition. Got my warrior's item level up by 10 this week. Feels like good progress. That's huge progress. Holy smokes. Key fiends. Yeah, they've been smoking them. I was gonna smoke a bunch of keys this week, and I will if they happen. But I've just been like doing other stuff on stream. Okay, that one's done. And then where's the rocket board one? Right by the hotel. These don't take too long to do, actually. Just like clearing the zone of the world quests. We do it twice a week. It doesn't take super long. They're easier, I feel like, than the other world quests. Worst thing you can do in a hunter? Pugs is have a giant glowy pet so everyone is hyper aware of their every buggy movement. Oh. I would have never thought of that. I usually play arranged. I almost never even think to see what the hunter pet is, let alone if it's glowy. Oh, thanks for the thank you for the brand new Twitch subs, Ariason. I really appreciate it. We don't do ads in this house. Appreciate it. Morning, did you hunt a house? They're proving to be kind of wascally wabbits, as it turns out. It's not a good day out, but we're gonna try again. We're gonna not hold out hope, or we're gonna not give up hope. We're gonna hold out hope. Giant hunter pet butt in my melee face. Maybe when I start my Paladin arc, I'll have more hunter pet sympathy. Decided yesterday to make the KSM push. Decided to just do an Operation Floodgate blind. Did it fine? Oh, nice. Oh yeah, Bubbles is Bubbles sucks. Bubbles is hard. Good effort next time for sure. Yeah. We've got the precision power drill, and of course I have to see what kind of things we might need to do for Undermine family battler for this. Power drill. Yeah, we'll do it with a critter team. It might take a little bit of doing. What is this world quest called? It's drilling down. Drilling down critter Zufu. Yeah, 6 is still hurt. Bubbles is never not a threat. I find Bubbles is always a threat. Let's see, we got a void scarred beetle, a frenzied maw rat, looks like. And a giant woodworm, all of which are leveled. Appreciate that. Thank you, past me. Let's see if it works. Gotta bring a pally or two to bubble the bubbles. It's actually a good idea. We're lucky if we have a pally handy, because if we don't, then we have no B-res. My regular group doesn't have any. Actually, sometimes we have a DK too. It's gotten a little better than it used to be. I swear we played all of Shadowlands relying exclusively on engineering B-reses. We had nothing else. Do the bomb crabs explode when they die like the rocket chicken? I haven't seen, actually. I should know. My bomb crab died like 25 times last night because I was tanking him. I was using him to tank in delves. Undermine kills him very quickly when you summon him in a delve. You should take a look sometime. Raid was, I think, pretty good. We killed Muggsy, which is progress. Very happy with that. So we're progressing on Heroic Gallywix now. The problem with Heroic Gallywix is that the healing requirement, unless we're just doing something wildly wrong, the healing requirement seems bananas compared to the last fight. So we're just gonna need, I guess, more gear and more practice to clean it up, certainly. But it's we made it to like phase 2 pretty consistently, but we weren't getting much past that. Healing was wild. Yeah, it was just crazy compared to the healing that preceded it. Like Muggsy was a walk in the park compared to trying to heal Gallywix. Just wild. Like we everybody had basically thrown all of their CDs just to get out of the first phase. We do like this. 5 heal to 20 man, H galley kill. Yeah, we started out 3 healing, and then we were like, well, this is not working. So we pulled a 4th healer, or we switched one of our healers to one of our DPS to heal. So now we're 4 healing it, but that's all we have. We don't have any more healers. So we're gonna have to get it together. But we certainly, oops, I missed, I think. Certainly there's going to be more gear, more practice. And, you know, we're not in a huge hurry because I feel like once we kill it, then our whole raid night is like on a bit of a death spiral because we don't usually like farm that long once we finish progressing. I'm having a real tough time right now. Oh. There we go. My buttons came back. They were gone for a second. Volunteers tribute. We don't typically pug people for progression. As to my knowledge, hasn't happened before. Or at least not since we finally got enough tanks. Heard the first phase is hardest. Don't know if they retuned it. The first phase was exceptionally hard, so that's what we were kind of hoping, is that once we got that part down, the rest of it will come together. Maybe. You can turn the ball. Yeah, you can drive it once it lands. It's not super straightforward to drive, but you do have some control over it. So what I like to do is I just put it like a little bit in front of the hull with whatever the appropriate stroke is, and yeah, try and drive it in. I don't always do a good job though. Sometimes I do a great job. Sometimes I just can't contain all of my talent. Straightforward to drive, it wouldn't make much sense to drive it. You want to turn a little. Took me a while to get the ball in without turning. Alright, that one's good. We've got another race like those. Oh yeah. I thought for sure I was gonna get stuck in that fence. Because the ball goes straight forward by itself, you get it. I'm a little thick this morning. But that's okay. That's alright. I believe you. It's sweet if they made an actual mini golf course that you could challenge friends with. I've watched every available Netflix season of Full Swing, but I still have no desire to even do as much as mini golf for myself. It just looks frustrating. I feel like I would be very frustrated. It looks like it would make your wrists like itchy on the insides by the bones. You know, like when you're trying to do something really precisely but you can't, and then like your teeth itch. Just me. Okay, we need some grease residue, and then there's a race up top somewhere here. Did you ask if we know? You know? Watched Adolescence? I watched it too. Couldn't make it through the last episode. Yeah, it was heavy. I thought it was really fascinating how they did each episode in one take. I've never seen TV made like that before. And I thought it was like really, really cool. It adds like a lot of both like realism and also just tension to like the whole thing. Because I don't know what I do. Also, sometimes it's nice to just have a show that's like, sometimes I like a limited series. It's just like a handful of episodes like that, you know, it's not asking you to be invested forever. It's got a story to tell, and it's going to do it in, you know, 4 episodes, and then you can kind of just like let it sit. Do you know what the skip in Undermine is? Is it Vexy to Mugsy? I think so. I'm not 100%, but my understanding is that it would let you in the Galagio, which would make it Vexy to Mugsy. Like, you would do Vexy, and then you would be able to get in. That sounds true. Reddit Critique said that it fell short of what it could be because it doesn't focus on the victim at all. Do you think that's fair? I thought that felt intentional. I thought it felt like they were trying to make a point about how... I mean, and kind of making the point by also doing the thing, but because it's a fictional one, it's not quite the same thing. About how much like media attention and fascination lands on the perpetrator instead of the victim, and that by not centering the victim, I felt like that was extremely intentional. Now, do I think it would have been better without it? I don't know. I don't usually, unless there's something glaringly wacky about a piece of media, I don't usually try to figure out what I could do differently with it. Just because I don't know, it's not mine. If I wanted to do better, make my own show. Seeing the variables are that got there in the first place. Mm-hmm. Alright, we got a race to do here. And then after finishing that for a tone shift, we started Celebrity Bear Hunt, which is another British one, but instead of intense, you know, teen drama or crime drama, it was more Bear Grylls hunts British celebrities through the Cuban jungle.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. I saw that they have Mel B from the Spice Girls. They have Joe Thomas, who I know from The In-Betweeners and Taskmaster. And his whole thing is just being perpetually worried. And it's, for whatever reason, so funny to me. And this format has a lot of that. Oh, yeah. That's good. Nice lighthearted one. There we go. And any more world quests, or did we do them all? I think we did them all. That campaign quest I'm pretty sure I've already done. I don't think I need to do any scrap or anything. How's our Steam Wheel rep coming along? We are 8.7k into Revered. I suppose that's fine. I could do some shipping and handling. Let's do one batch of 10 just to try for them out before we move on here. We'll do one batch of jobs just to take a little stab at it, especially because it looks like whatchamacallit just started. The surge pricing. I always call it surge protection. I have not seen Father Brown. Is it also a British show? Who are the celebrity bears? Bear Grylls is the celebrity bear. Murder mystery thing, delightfully lighthearted. Just trust me. Where is it available? Where do you watch it? Oh, yeah, that's happy. Yeah, that's good. I think my heavy quota might be about taken out. We also just started. We still have Apple TV from Severance, so we just started Silo because that was the other one that people said to watch. One episode in. I'm not sure if I'm like ready to get into another one, but it did seem good. I've done Britbox before. Gotcha. This Slimes quest is the worst one, if you ask me. Of the, it's the worst one. I probably could have just reset it because it was my first job, but whatever, it's fine. Seems to be on Prime as well. 72% of the slimes. There are a few different spots you can find the slimes. It's not just that one bit. But it's weird because of that. I don't mind the other kill jobs. It's just the slimes. And then I guess there's like the kill the 5 or the 6 acidic salvage, which is another slime one. Those ones I struggle with too. But there's a mount. There's a mount we could get. I need to try. We owe it to ourselves to try. Oh, 96%. Hello? Slimes? Spawn rate of this one's not amazing. Oh, there's more. Pond nettle when? Saving it for a special moment in my life. I don't know when exactly. At some point. Alright, we did it. Did the job and you did totally your car. Who's mad? You're mad. Watch Nor's pretty good. The Bob Dylan movie. I saw a lot of the Timothy press circuit for that. Didn't hear anything about the actual movie. I feel like celebrity biopics are kind of hit or miss with me. It would have to be somebody I was like very specifically interested in, I think, to do it. How was ATT for Undermine going? 47%. 47. I wonder what the move is if you're just trying to like get that number up quickly. It's probably something to do with getting a bunch of armor. There's so many resonance crystals that you can spend. That's the one cosmetic grind, and it's not the end of the world. I'll work on it, and I'm sure that by the end of the expansion, I'll hopefully have at least the mounts and the pets and maybe the toys. And then maybe some of the like the specifically fancy transmog pieces and not just generic armor and sets. But you need like 500,000 of them, the resonance crystals, and you get them like 10 at a time. I am starting, I think, to get them a little bit faster now that I've been doing delves more regularly. I think doing a big delve tends to give me like I don't know, like 100, 150. And I'm doing world quests more often now for reps, so it's like they're coming along a little faster than they did in the first season, but it's still kind of sad. It's still not ideal. Roach problems. Who's got them? Next month's trading post is up. Yeah, we looked at it on Thursday's stream. Yeah, because that was the last stream that we did. Looked at it on Thursday's stream. It's got the mushroom set. It's got a Dark Moon Fair horse. It has those hats. I'm honestly kind of whelmed. It's not my month. I don't think I'm gonna get the horse. The garden gnome set, I really only want the shoulders. If I can buy a color of the shoulders separately, like they sometimes do, I'd probably just do that and leave the rest of it. Good way to farm miscellaneous Mechanica. The best words that I've heard on it is to use alts. And you know those big 5-man rares that have the silver portrait on your map? Do as many of those as you can every day on as many characters as you can manage, because apparently those have the best drop rate, and they're once per day. Or is it day or per week? Once per week per character, I guess. One of those two. Have to get the horse, think that's it. Save month for me. Recent show, Private Practice, about attractive doctors sleeping with each other. Oh, hang on. I missed the initial setup to that. It seems relevant. We're on a trial of TV Plus besides Severance. Took a look at Shrinking. Win. Like the bear in a hospital with more misery. I know I'm kind of late to the party, but I heard that Ted Lasso was good, at least in the first handful of seasons. That might be the lighthearted one for TV Plus.
Right work, Toots. I hope your cut's enough to pay all of your traffic tickets.
Lasso's good, I agree. Collage weak for the big ones, but the trash silverware is daily. Gotcha. I don't feel like a lot of people are shipping it manually. Or maybe they're doing it like me, very slowly. Delivery. We're getting chat cards. Those will eventually add up to extra chat lists. It seems like the smaller rares, I believe they have a chance to drop Miscellaneous Mechanica, but it seems negligible.
I'm moving you to the top of my Rolodex.
I've kind of started to give up on a lot of them. I know that they do have, I guess, loot that I need still.
Red hot savings here.
I got stuck on an umbrella. 1%, big weeklies is 5% per rumors. I could buy it. I could believe it. Names suggested. I've come up with the perfect character, but she doesn't have a name. There's got to be some ideas in the books here. Book of baby names. Oh. Want that sweet trench coat from Dark Fuse. Oh, they bring the Harlequin set back. Yeah. You match the horse? I wouldn't be surprised if it returned. I guess, I don't know if we got the whole list or just the highlights. It feels like if they were gonna return the Harlequin set, they would do it this month with the Darkwing Fair stuff. Good morning, Hazel. How goes? Good morning. It's going pretty well, thank you very much. How's your Saturday going so far? Should we get in over our heads here? Made a demon hunter, but I random selected the name and now I don't like my demon hunter. Oh. Is it too late to start over? Want to make my own name. As far as I know, there's nothing that actually drops from those dumpsters. Or the trash cans. Like, nothing special, anyway. Hello, Hazel and chat. Hello, Kinley. I hope you're having a lovely day. Goes good. Finish my PT exercises. Now reward myself with stream. Nice. Well done. 2 Goblin Hunters through XL's reach, only to decide I didn't like the name. Seems like you're not another man or you would find treasure in the trash. Yeah, I think it also disqualifies me from being a kobold because they're all, it's not junk. It's treasure. There's a lot of it.
I don't break a nail. That's a win-win for
It gets
me.
you like 1 market research, you know, you just need to do like 8,600 trash cans and you'll be exalted with the Dark Fuse. Wow. So exciting. My favorite is the Trash Master one. Trash! Trash! And your boy moment, Jenky wasn't taken. Jenky Jenkins, Goblin Hunter. Nice. Reggie seems to have upset somebody. I'm just gonna dismiss him. Listen, you can't come for me. He has nothing to do with me. I've never seen that rat before in my life. Let's get a couple of wee back. Okay, that works. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not usually very fast at getting these packs of jobs done. When I first started them, I'm like, oh man, once I get really good at driving this car and a little bit used to the jobs, I'm going to be super fast at this. Because I'm going to be really used to where it all is. And maybe if you like really grind it a lot, that turns out to be the case, but I don't know, it still take me a while. Reminds me of LOL's Lulu instead of a squirrel. That rat. Looks familiar. Much faster than you were. I hope so. Cannot find my way around Undermine.
Nice job. Now get back to work, Toots.
Okay. Junkman Gunch, I know this one. Wish they used the race rings to guide you instead of the arrow. Oh yeah, like had like a whole, like your whole path laid out for you. That would be nice as an option. Trash. Trash. How do you collect the bomb pets? They always blow themselves up? I just tamed him. I think I probably put him in a freezing trap and then tamed him. Or do you mean you probably mean the battle pets. You can continue to re-engage a battle pet until it has a moveset that you like. So if you engage it and then you check the moveset and you see that it has explode or whatever it was called, you can abandon the fight and then re-engage it and see what moveset it has, and you can re-roll the moveset that way. Ill, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Scarlet. That sucks. It's going around. There we go. So we did not get our mount. We got some resonance crystals and valor stones and 160 gold. There is no need for me to take my legally mandated break except for the fact that I think she deserved it. Worked hard for this. Hope Scarlet has tea. I recently got my Delver's Journey progress caught up to the point of getting the Delvabot 7001. And it's pretty good so far. Ports you to a random bountiful delve. It's on kind of a long cooldown. I was hoping that the cooldown would be less long if you like did a delve. You know how like the Mythic Plus dungeon portals reset when you do a key? I kind of hoped that would be the case, but it was not the case. Definitely going around. Fiance and I caught something in Disney. Have a 16-hour drive while both of us are extremely ill. Oh no. Are you at all interested in the Switch 2? And if not, what would they need to announce to change it? I am mildly interested. I'm not gonna lie. I mainly just it's not so much a feature thing as a future-proofing thing, and I will probably buy it at whatever time it is that they release the next iteration of Animal Crossing. I'm predictable like that. Assuming I can afford it at that point anyway. Okay. She's turning off jobs. And I think I am ready to get on Anthus. I don't see any reason why not. Can we get anything in our boxes? I don't even think we got any boxes. Stuck in Atlanta for 2 hours in traffic. We hate driving. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I hope you, at the very least, have a bangin' road trip playlist. Not that it'll save the day, but... Oh, look at Anthus. I'm gonna have to put together some more outfits for him. Not that this isn't working. Because it is. What are the notable innovations of the second Switch? I don't know. I'm sure it has updated, like, processing hardware. Find out soon. Is it an Anthus stream? I think Anthus is about to anth. Girl, I cannot play boy tunes. I was like that for a long time. I would exclusively play female tunes until, I mean, I like made one as a joke in like WoD, and then I think in the last like in Shadowlands maybe I started making them as alts because it was just fun. I don't know. It just for some reason that like link in my brain just broke. I don't really mind anymore. They're all WoW characters. Look at his ponytail. Okay, so he's level 70. He's wearing perfectly good gear. For the moment, there's no heirlooms to be sticking him into or anything. So he's pretty much ready to go. He's gonna have to port back to the Isle of Dorn, I believe. I think he's set up out there. Hazelbro, I think, is the original male Hazel character, creatively named Hazelbro. Heirlooms work until 70. Mostly Horde and Lightbringer. I'm mostly Horde, or I am most of the Horde? I'm going downstairs to get to Dornigal. That's the one. But yeah, some races I will favor like a male or a female toon. For Blood Elves, I definitely favor male. For gnomes, I guess boy is a male now. He's boy. Male humans are a complete no-go for me. If I'm making a human, and I like them a lot, it has to be female. Male humans make me laugh. And not in a fantasy kind of way. Why do you like male Belf more? I think I just have a bit of a dislike for the female Belf model. They remind me of insects. They're so pinched at like the waist and wrists and stuff and the neck. They're so pinched that they give me wasp vibes. Not like rich lady vibes, but like buzz buzz sting ruin your picnic vibes. Let's pick up some weeklies. I'm gonna have him do some delves. He's got, yeah, he's a little bit more. He's a little bit less pinched. Female Belf, one of my favorite races. They're one of the most popular races in the game. They're definitely not. I'm definitely not the end all be all opinion on them for sure. This is just a personal preference. Female Blood Elves, a bit of a snotty air. I mean, male Blood Elves do too. It's just it's harder to take them seriously. Delver's Guide? Hello? Look, I'm so close. I'm so close. We've been crushing the Delver's journey. My brand is level 62. We got to 60. Oh yeah. Stick him as damage, give him grenades and a bioprinter, shall we? I'm kind of hoping that when I get Bran like leveled, I'll be able to. Here, let's get this achievement. There we go. The Cataclysm. Anyway, I'm hoping that once I get it proper leveled, I can take like ungeared characters and do like scrape through 8s on them. What are you eating dinner for tonight? I need new ideas. I think tonight might be a sweet potato sandwich night. That's a Hazel original recipe. We do like roasted yams, caramelized onions, spinach cheese, you know, maybe like a garlic sauce, like an aioli, which is usually for me like mayo, crushed garlic, salt, pepper, and lemon juice mixed together. Yeah, and toasted ciabatta bun. Delicious. Served with salad or chips or by itself, whatever you do. It's not really high on protein, but you know, I never said I was a nutritionist. Dungeons, theater. Theater's actually going to be up in a few minutes. Could do that. I do like World Quest though. But theater's going to be up in a few minutes. I'll do the theater troop thing. That's all fine. Oh, they also want me to do 2 World Quest? Man. Have that recipe somewhere. Yeah, I typed it out into a Google Doc once because someone asked me for it, so I was like, yeah, okay. There's an old Google Doc floating around. But no, the bread is the bun. There's potatoes on bread, but it's a sweet potato. It's like a yam, you know, like the orange ones, not the white ones. It's weird if you do the white ones. He's gonna need a pet battle out on here. Are you going to BlizzCon? I don't know. I'm kind of doubting. I don't think I'm entering the United States for some time. That's not a border I'm in a hurry to cross. You know what would go well with that? Rice. Kidding. Well, starch with your starch so you can starch while you starch. Listen, we're at a stage of Hazel's life where we're proud of her that she's not just eating bread for dinner. No, I'm in Canada. I'm Canadian. I lived in the States for some time. I spent 7 years in Oregon, but I've been back in BC for the last couple of years. I like doing a honey chipotle sweet potato burrito. I think sweet potatoes are great as the main part of the dish. We do sweet potatoes or yams in our burrito bowls too, with like a chipotle mayo. You think they'll announce midnight info this year or next? That's all right, Magnifaction. We have a pretty strict no politics policy for stream. I know it's kind of hard to avoid right now, but just as a general blanket rule. Beer may end up being a significant part of my dinner tonight, which is just liquid bread. You know, when people describe beer as liquid bread, it makes me go, why don't I like beer? Because I love bread. What's the trouble? Midnight info seems like a safe bet at BlizzCon. Yeah, but you gotta bear in mind, BlizzCon's not till end of 2026. It's completely different, yeah.
We can see how your skills are coming along.
There might be some bread that's fermented enough to be approaching beer territory. Different beers can taste wildly different. Yeah, I tried a good range of them. I think it's safe to say it's just not my thing. That's all right. Alcoholic bread. The sandwich is so good. When you are nursing a sourdough starter, if you let it really like cook for a while, not cook, but like if you neglect it in the fridge for a long time, it'll actually gain a layer of alcohol on top of it, colloquially known as hooch. And some people will pour off the hooch, some people will mix it in. It's a natural byproduct of the fermentation of your sourdough starter and can help to contribute a tangy flavor. Fun facts about alcoholic bread.
Nicely done. You and your Drake are exceptional.
Theater time. The more you know. I like darker beers, much to my surprise. It's a local brown beer I like, and it helps that they named it after their dog. I mix it in. I'm a big, unless like the only things I'm not mixing into anything are you know, something that's not meant to be there, like mold. And obviously if it's molding, you should get rid of it. But like, I'll mix hooch in if if I'm opening a container of like sour cream or yogurt or something and it's separated, I'll just mix it. I'm not pouring it off. That's part of it, you know. You're gonna make it too dry if you don't. Now what we don't do, and I've never done, is try to drink the hooch straight. I imagine it would be very gross. Probably not a good idea all by itself. This one's tricky actually because I feel like you have to unlock the theater. But the show doesn't start for another minute and 30. Because I remember doing this and actually missed it on the first time I tried to do a character because it was like, they wanted me to, yeah, do the weed pulling thing before they would let me. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Hooch does not mean yum in any known language. Sourdough shots. How do you know when blue cheese is starting to go bad? Yeah, that's a game I'm not very good at. Especially when mold is kind of part of the food. I tend to err on the side of caution and eat blue cheese quickly after opening it. It's not one of those things that I hold on to for a long time. I'm not trying to age it any further in my own fridge at home. Your favorite way to eat bread? Toasted with a good olive oil. I like garlic toast. Garlic bread, toasted bread with garlic on it.
Are you here to see one of our plays?
That's pretty top.
Would you like
Grand
a
debut,
program?
theater event completed. Okay, I think they're gonna let us do it now. Good for a little bit of leveling too. He is halfway through level 70. Also, I am apparently prot. That's fine. We can be prot. Avocado toast. I do love that. I do love that when I can get it. I haven't picked up avocados in some time.
Conversation initiated.
Sadly, eating too much garlic makes you smell funny.
Do something about those
Yeah, but
devil
like,
brains.
you know, you gotta risk, you gotta live a little. Speaking of, I sniffed my scapes. That's a sentence that makes sense in isolation. I have some garlic planted on my balcony, and I have never in my life grown garlic before. So this is going to be the first time in my life I've ever had garlic scapes to work with. And obviously it's not like garlic harvesting time yet, so I'm not like pulling up my garlic to see if it's growing. But I wanted to know if like the leafy part of the plant or the scapes of the garlic smelled garlicky, because I heard that those are like a really garlicky thing, and I saw posts of people making pesto out of them. So I went outside onto my balcony and I like kind of like crunkled the tiny tip of like one of the little plant points, and I sniffed it, and it smells like garlic. It's working. It's happening.
Down in front.
Man, if I move, I'm gonna have to haul those planters with me. They're heavy. How many pets do I currently have? Looks like 1,863 unique pets. 1863. I do like Alfredo. I don't really make it or eat it much because it seems like a food that is not compatible with human life to be consumed regularly. It is largely cream. It's also very expensive to make. Like you could put like $20 worth of parm just in like a single night's dinner worth of stuff, and that's kind of spendy for groceries. Do like it when my things smell like the things that they are. It's just exciting because I've never grown garlic before. I've only ever bought it pre-grown from the store. So, you know, I was like, you go into this little pot and it's like, oh, it smells like food. Wow. Oh, no, that's not what they mean. Get cheap parm, maybe 5 to make it. So yummy. Depends on your outlook. There's a YouTube cooking show that says if you're here for a good time and not a long time, eat this every day. I tend to stop having a good time pretty quickly though if I eat food that's that rich. Like, it's not even like, oh no, I'm gonna die at 67 instead of 70. It's more like, oh no, I feel awful and I'm gonna get worse sleep tonight kind of thing. I am really struggling to find these chalices they want me to pick up. They don't really want me to take these ones on the table. They're like lit up on the map too. It's just, maybe they're underneath this balcony. I found one of them up here. Gerwig, are you cool? You're fine. They're not down here. I'm really struggling with this job. My interact key was just sitting me on the benches. It's just sitting me on the benches. He's just watching the show. Oh, there's one. There's one. They blend in pretty good. You want the ones that are not filled with. Those ones are clean. Not filled with, you know, ice cream floats. Who leaves one in a planter?
Soon they'll outnumber our audience. Give them a graceful exit. Quickly.
I might not make it to 33. I have this thing where I round up my age now in my brain. I don't know if I'm trying to, like, accept getting older before it happens, but I'm 32. And ever since I turned 32, in my brain, whenever I imagine describing my age, I'm 33. Like, I'm always 1 year up. I don't know why I'm such a hurry.
Down in front.
Or just, like, round to whatever age I'm gonna be by the end of the year. Because my birthday's late in the year. It's in September. Is the new 30. Yeah, no, not to 40. Not to 40. Don't be in a hurry.
We cannot let our audience be louder
Please
than
enjoy
the
your
show.
youth. I don't know if it matters if you're in a hurry or not. I think you're gonna get older at the same pace regardless. I think it's kind of out of our hands. Drunken Earthen. If there's any solace, I also round up. Turn 39, don't really think about it all that much. Yeah, that's probably smart. That's good enough. We have enough participation earned for our quests here, so we can just wait for the show. Started to forget exact age after 40, 45, 46, 47. Takes some time to remember. Yeah, I suppose at a certain point it doesn't become super relevant.
Beyond Kazalgar, call to me.
I don't know if this is how you transport 2x4s. I think this would get you kicked off the construction lot. I have not really played Ret Paladin much in my life. At some point I will probably switch to Ret. I'm Prot Spec right now. Probably switch to Ret and find out what they're doing. Something about judgment. My friend turned 26, had an existential crisis that he was closer to 50 than when he was born. I feel like it's difficult. I mean, I'm saying at that age like it was so long ago for me, it wasn't. But going from like early 20s to late 20s is kind of a big adjustment because you're sort of leaving like what feel like your infinity years where you felt like you were always going to be a young person and starting to realize that you're not the youngest adult on the block anymore and that the world's kind of moving on with or without you. I feel like it's harder to adjust to that than it is to go from like 30 to 40 or 40 to 50 or whatnot. I don't know that for sure. I haven't gone from 30 to 40 or 40 to 50, but it seems like that's a bigger like life stage adjustment. There's a lot more major things that need to be figured out at that age and a lot less wisdom with which to figure them out. So you're kind of winging it more. And there's a lot of anxiety over the rest of your life because it seems like such a black box. I think some new Katy Perry songs are now 15 years old. Like, I'm sure I'm still going to have major life upsets and crises and anxieties throughout my life, but I feel a tiny bit better equipped to handle them now. Tiny bit. Look at how heroic he looks. He's all yellow and stuff. He's got wings, swords glowing. Nice. Thank you very much. How excited are you for housing? Pretty excited. pretty excited. Looking forward to it.
I must sail home. These outlanders are too dangerous.
This will be good too. Every character I level gets a good, nice batch of resonance crystals that heaven knows we're gonna need for stuff.
Protecting us from the Outlanders, I will follow a different path.
I'm getting old because I kind of want to punch the 25 to 26 existential crisis. Realistically, could you be more excited? Because I don't know that I could. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much maximum excited. It's just, it's not like at a physical excitement level because I know it's not going to be for like a while. So it's just kind of like the thought of pleasant things in the future. It's not exactly pending. Here we go. Some gold. Some gear that we're not putting on yet because his 480 stuff is going to last him some time. Probably take a little look and see how, take a look at some delves. I think what I'm going to do is just turn in his delve quests as he does them. I know it's not going to be ideal for efficiency, but I think it'll just kind of make me feel better. He is level not very many, so there's no real concept here of bountiful delves, so he can basically do any of them. But he can also be working on Glory of the Delver here. Nightfall and Spiral Weave. Why don't we do those first, huh? No, we'll start at the top. We'll start at the top. I feel like I never do the Isle of Dorn delves. There's a bunch of them. Okay, so we'll do this first one in Prot spec. I feel like I did this and I couldn't decide if it was I think I decided to do these in tier 3s because you get like maybe a tiny bit more XP. Maybe slightly better green gear, which doesn't super matter at this point. But it also was basically the same speed as doing the 1s. It wasn't really, I didn't find it to be notably faster to do 1s versus 3s, so.
Tell me what drives you.
Let's rescue these folks and avoid
Earthgirl
these
Mines, maybe?
whips.
I do need the Precious Ores story.
Don't step in those webs. Nerubians might
I don't know
fall
what this story is, though. I think we're kidnapped Earthen. Trying to rescue miners here. Don't step in those webs. I want some precious orcs. Little baby orcs. Blizz did a poll of what players think the best dungeon is. Dawnbreaker is winning. Surprised? Crazy bias towards where are the good trinkets. Have a hard time believing people think Arakar is a top 3 most fun dungeon. Yeah. I feel like my top 3 are Priory, Cinderbrew, and then I don't know, maybe one of last season's dungeons. I've kind of forgotten them all already.
That's everyone here. Let's keep this cart moving.
Arakar is pretty fun, like the first third Dawnbreaker. I can't stand Dawnbreaker because of the flying, and the bugging through the airship and falling through it. The trash density, it's not my thing. The actual fights itself were fine, but I just really hated navigating that dungeon. Yeah, Dark Flame is up there. Dark Flame's pretty good. Oh, you know what I actually really liked was Stone Vault. Now that I kind of think about it and remember it, Stone Vault was really fun to heal, I thought.
Watch your step.
But yeah, Priory's my number 1 for sure. It's nice and a manageable length. It's got interesting trash. It's got interesting bosses. It's beautiful.
Watch your step.
It's manageable. It's got a decent trinket for a bunch of people. Happy with Priory. I should probably go vote. I wonder if killing this rare gives me a reasonable amount of experience, or if it's really just a matter of getting the power, because I don't think we really need the powers. I could probably just start skipping rares.
That's
I think it's just for powers. I want to like the Rookery, but I'm not a fan of the trash as melee. Yeah, the Rookery just feels a little... I guess I need to do it more to kind of get a better feel for it, but it just feels a little boring. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the color palette's kind of bumming me out. Miners rescued. Beat the underpin. Nice! Congratulations! Don't think I understand Blaziken boss. I like that boss, but it's a big healing check. You want to light as many candles as you can when you get the fire circles on you, and you want to blow out as many candles as you can by having everybody aim their whirlwind at a candle, and then you move out of the dark patches is like the basic premise of it. If you are not lighting enough candles, or I guess conversely extinguishing enough candles, not only will you have trouble with space on the floor, but you're also going to have trouble with the damage from the raid AoE. Is going to hurt a lot more, I think.
Your step.
Is Brian getting a meaningful amount of experience? I don't know if he is. It's kind of tough. Hello. Hello, Haley. Not such a good trip this time, but we're going to try again. Maybe my days off this week. Have another go. Started Nomer Mog Farm the other day. First run, Vibroblade. Second run, Vibroblade. Nice. Speak with friend at the upper level. Okay, looks like we're heading up the stairs. Any meaningful amount of, yeah.
Welcome, Outlander.
Congrats on your Vibroblades. I miss the Mog Farm a little bit.
Another ambush. This must be how they
I feel like
the others.
doing a bunch of alt
Interact.
projects though is going to be really good for getting
Watch your step.
War Within and Undermine collecting done. Just for the resonance crystals and the chat lists, honestly.
New directives.
Tried to give the second one to my partner and she mailed it back with a "Why would you send me this?" after seeing the price tooltip. Aww. It's very cute that you tried to give it to her. She needs to take a page out of my book, which is learn the Mog and ask no questions.
Watch your step.
Doing that now in all classes. Yeah, I wonder if I should try to make a project or a goal of like, I don't know about all classes, maybe. Because I don't have to get them super geared or anything. It feels like pretty easy to get them medium geared.
Charging. Move.
And it's kind of, I don't know, seems like lower stakes to learn how to play them when you're just doing like some delves. Takes like an hour per character. Although I think there's probably a limit to how many characters I'm going to be willing to do like jetless or delves on in a given week. After a certain point, it's probably diminishing returns.
The treasure room is up ahead.
I also am really benefiting from feeling like I'm progressing in delves by leveling my Bran. And once my Bran is fully leveled, once my Bran is fully leveled and I have my Glory of the Delver achievement, I have a feeling that I'm gonna kind of lose a little bit of mojo for doing quite so many delves. I guess there's cosmetics too. I need a raptorial spine, another mushroom cap, a backpack. I got a red version of the candle hat last night. That was kind of fun. Oh, level 71. Look at us go. Best approach to delves on a priest? There's two things that I do, and mind you, I'm a freak that never tries discipline, so maybe this is good, I have no idea. I will either tank Bran and I'll heal him on Holy Priest, or I will play Shadow and I'll spec Bran to healing, but I find that I'm comfier healing tank Bran. It's just that it's a little slow sometimes. He does good damage, but like not incredible damage. Tank Brandon Shadow. I think I would say to play whichever spec or role feels more natural to you. Chet list for alts. What do you get from doing tons of them? You can, once you've turned in 2 chet lists total just on your account and you have the chetting it twice achievement, you're able to use a completed chet list at your reputation quartermaster for your cartel vendor, like Steam Wheedle or Venture Co or whatever, and buy a loot bag that includes 500 rep. So it's a great way to kind of boost your rep collection with the cartel reps. And the reason why alts is nice is because each alt gets like a free chet list every week, so you don't have to necessarily grind the chet cards. There's a green garbage mancer's last resort. A little bit more XP. That was 8 minutes and 25 seconds. That is perfectly acceptable. I'll take it. He looks like he's gonna pick a thing. Take us through your thoughts. I'm looking for my new button. It says Eye of Tyr is replaced with Hammer of Light, and I'm like, where? What? Huh? Is it a passive? You have to Eye of Tyr first. Well, then where's that? I don't see Eye of Tyr either. It's a talent. Oh. Oh, I'm dumb. I typed the word talent. Eye of Tyr, because I don't know what Eye of Tyr is. Oh, it's that thing. Oh, I do have the talent. Okay, it's that thing. I feel like that changed from what it used to be. And then it's Hammer of Light. Oh, it says Holy Power Spender. Okay. Okay. Listen, I don't know what these gold people do. It's all suspicious. That is a 447 that I am going to use because we still have an old trinket on, so we'll garbage mancer here. Okay, that's one. Oh, I could get a transmog that I don't have for doing this world quest.
In this season, the unbound adorn
What do we get for doing this rare?
flowers,
Anything?
symbolizing permanence.
Alright, so
and
this one.
gratitude for nature's
And then we need some holy power to spend. And then that one. Hey. I don't know if these are good talents or anything. I'm just kind of winging it. That is a plate 441 helmet. We're not going to wear that. Yeah, 30 resonance crystals though. 30 resonance crystals we get to keep. Plus, you know, he's leveling. I like leveling in short little bursts where I'll kind of like use up my rested XP and then I'll, you know, slack off until it grows back. Because right now he feels like he's leveling at a perfectly nice pace, but that's partly because he's using, he's still on rested. If I wanted to be really efficient, well, let's not pull at that thread. I was gonna say I would take a bunch of characters and just level them until the rested is gone and cycle through them to let it grow back while I'm leveling the rested off of other characters, but you can really follow the efficiency rabbit hole all the way down until you're really not having fun anymore, so let's not worry about that. Decorate a nice ram here. I do like Divine Steed, that's kind of fun.
Well done.
Got a lovely
Decorating
helmet
ramblers
mog.
is one of my
Well, I don't know if it's lovely or not.
unbound traditions.
Looks like that. Yeah. What's that? I could get an adventurer's cache, but I can't use it till level 80. shield is that? It looks cool. This is called the Honor-Bound Barrier. Honor-Bound Barrier. Arathi Highlands. Warfront, I guess. Oh, we're turning around. We're doing fungal volley, I think. Fun part of efficiency is learning how to do it and then not doing it. Anything I need fungal volley wise? No, I have all the stories and I have all the treasures. Just need to do it. I do like doing the delves kind of one zone at a time because I feel like that helps me keep track of which ones he's done. Okay. Get that buff. I think I picked up an incontinental takeout. Oh, I have to be level 80 for that. I can't do it. Oh no. If it's not smoked, it's not Gouda. I've died jumping down here before by accidentally landing on the edges. Seems like it shouldn't be a thing, but it's definitely happened to me.
Grunthal.
Gonna have to work on my keep points a little bit. Shame is after playing Paladin. I hate playing Monk. Instead of efficiency FOMO, I prefer, oh boy, am I happy I'm missing out. Or oh by emo for short. I like that one. I get that a fair bit. Should heal myself a little bit here. The thrill of missing out. Yeah. Not to be confused with the thrill of having bad things happen to other people.
Grunthal.
Oh, Word of Glory is kind of fun. That was a nice big heal. Should really go through and take everything that I'm not spec'd into off of my bars. So I can kind of repo those keybinds for other stuff. Is that something you want to talk about? No. In the context of WoW, it's usually just when other people are running the same dungeon a bunch of times, and I'm like, oh man, that sucks. That sucks that you feel like you have to do that. It does do them good, don't get me wrong. They'll finally get that trinket, and then they'll be really strong and powerful. It's probably very much worth it. I've just accepted my own mediocrity. Here we go. It's supposed to be dispersing decaying shrooms. Make sure we remember to do that. I feel like delves are kind of a fun way to level. I don't know. They get you kind of feeling like your buttons matter. Sometimes questing feels a little bit like an endless slog to me. These feel risky enough and rewarding enough that I feel like it does kind of matter. There must be a better way to do this. Something to do with the crystal, maybe? Oh, I can move. I did not understand that at first. Checking the logs again. I didn't actually look at my logs last week. If I got any 90s, please tell me. I need the ego boost. I was not in it after Mugsy. I feel like I played fairly well for Mugsy. I don't think our galley prog did very well though. At some point I'm hoping we get leveling delves added to the old world. What level-ish were you at when you finished all the delves? I only did this once before and I was also time walking queuing, so I don't think it's really fair to say. But like, yeah, 78-ish. So we move. Well, yeah, I did not do that the first time. I just face tanked it. That's much easier. Seems pretty good. Might have to try it. Sick of questing. Yeah, if nothing else, it's a lovely change of pace. You just do each delve once for the quest is the main thing. My 19th thought. Holy moly! Yeah, I would be sick of questing too. I think this is only my, like, 5th. I think this is number 5. Because I have 3 hunters and my priest. I have a goblin hunter, a night elf hunter, and a orc hunter. Magheart orc. At level 70. Oh, I was meant to... Hang on. I was meant to do the thing. Oh. Oopsies. Sorry, Bran. It's okay. Well, you're leveling. They don't get mad at you for that. You can really die as much as you like. Did I wake this guy up? I think I did. Wow, Word of Glory heals me for so much. This story is the worst for the stealth. I think my least favorite story so far for all of them is in Excavation Site 9, the one that we had yesterday where you're repairing the extractors. It just takes so long.
Gruntle.
I would have guessed you would have leveled a Pally this early. Yeah, definitely a little different for me. I would have guessed probably a Warlock first. And I bet you'll do a Lock eventually. Such a useful class to have leveled. It covers a lot of boxes that I don't have covered right now, being plate, being melee, being a tank class, and then also it still manages to be a hybrid so I can still heal myself, which makes me feel comfy and happy. And I don't know, they feel a little goofy, which I like. I don't feel like they're taking themselves too seriously. Hello, any mushrooms? No? Uh-oh. Whenever you say Warlock, I automatically associate it with hardcore for you. Yeah. Yeah. I love Warlock in hardcore. It just feels so nice. I don't know. I wonder if I have to go up here. The by the light people don't seem to be taking themselves seriously. I feel like paladins and priests are both light users, but the paladins are like the theater kid version. You know, priests just get on with it. They don't need to make like a whole speech about it, you know what I mean? Where is bouncy shroom? I think this is just for getting to like a treasure that I already have. It's just that I was having a hard time getting up over there. Like I couldn't find the mushroom. Anyway, it's not over here. This is not the answer. Oh, there is a thingy over here though. I'm gonna turn off one of these. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. Yeah, that's better. One thing he cannot do is he doesn't seem to be so sick at walking on water. I also feel like traditional Paladin armor is like the most action figure-y armor of WoW. Like, you know, they're all a little bit like that because of the art style of the game, but... Where are my bouncy mushrooms? Bran? Bran? Where are my bouncy shrooms? There's supposed to be something to help me up over here. Maybe there's just a ramp. Maybe I can't see it because of glare. Maybe I can just walk up here? Feel goofy as a mage main. On the island in the middle. I mean, there's one back here. Is that really how they intend for me to get up there, though? Maybe. Oh, yeah, it is. That's annoying. I feel like that's confused me before. Thank you.
Gruntle.
Confuses everyone. Oh, I found a bit of gold. Wow. Oh, I'm rich. Okay, I think I'm gonna avoid the hovering menace if I can. It's not like I need to be doing nemesis packs or anything. And I don't think we need the power to finish the delves, so I think we're just gonna skip rares for all the leveling delves. I think that's not a good use of my time to do them. I think we pretty much just zip for the end. Yeah.
Whirlwind.
Hello, TV Linny. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Hell, you have the damage to kill the boss if you skip the rares. I know, right? It's gonna be real trouble. Danger, danger. Oh, over here. 11 minutes, a little slower than the last one. Probably because of me getting lost. Bag of gold. A little bit extra gold. Must have gotten a piece of armor again. A drape looks like. 447 cloak. That is an upgrade. He's still wearing Karakta's main. Lovely. Just trying to level an alt. Nice. Me too. I'm working on a prot/ret paladin here. I'm level 71. 71 and a half. So there's definitely another... we can turn these in on the way. I'm not going to save them up. I know it's a good idea to do so, but I just won't do it. Shaman? Aw, it's very kind of you. I think I'm going to level solo, though. I appreciate the offer. This. I wonder if the wanted quests are a good move. You know, it's just like one dude. Seems like you could just go kill the one dude.
A new experience.
How far is he? 800 yards. Mix in some first craft profession leveling. Completing the Delve quest, not hit 80. Doing all the first crafts will. I didn't have any plans to do any crafting professions on the alts. The other one I picked up double gathering on. I don't think this guy has professions. Or if he does, I haven't thought about him. I always feel on my tank characters I just hit not quite random buttons, but I'm definitely less concerned about the optimal the optimal order here. Anthus sounds like a blacksmith. Or a puppy. A puppy! Switching for first crafts is really fast if you don't mind spending a little gold. Yeah, I'm sure it would be quick. I'm wildly cheap though.
Work cycle in
I know I just made 46 gold for that quest, but I'm really not willing to spend more than like 15. I'm like extremely cheap. I'm gonna Krieg Ball's rest here. Maybe a world quest too. Get some ascendancy serum if we do this real quick. Oh, hang on. A rare. A rare. Do you want the efficient thing? Don't worry, it's already too late to do it. Nah, I'm okay. Playing a Lightbringer now? Maybe I'll just have him wear the leveling gear and not bog him for a while. Get a feel for what this expansion's plate gear actually looks like instead of just sticking him in a little costume. For a minute anyways. I'm sure we'll put a costume back on him at 80.
Fallside Outpost needs someone to
Do the
scale
climbing
the
real quick, get a
falls to
trinket
find
upgrade. His
unique
trinkets are pretty bad.
reagents. How are you at climbing?
Time walking coming up too? Yeah, that's always good. I feel like he could do time walking pretty quick if I was willing to tank them, and I probably am. I think I can tank time walking dungeons fine. They're generally pretty linear. If you invest the time you save doing gold world quests, you end up ahead in gold. But then I'm behind in fun.
Thank you for collecting those rare reagents. They will be used not only at Fallside Outpost, but across the Isle.
VDH want to tank with? Some of the Mythic Plus dungeons stress me out with the count and the route. Yeah, Motherlode has tons of options. I've done it on my own, or I've done it with my regular group, and I've done it in Pugs, and I feel like that's one where everybody does it like a little bit different. There's lots of different ways to do it. Probably underneath, eh? Unless we, for the candlestick. The candlestick is like an on-use, although so is the ascendancy serum, isn't it? This is an easy quest, though.
We must take extreme methods to stop the kobolds plundering Morning Rise. Use explosives to collapse their tunnels.
I feel like I'm kind of the bad guy here. Hi, Hazelin Chatters. Hello, Freganon. How are you doing today? Happy Saturday. As a warlock, I constantly get asked to do gate skips that I never knew existed. As a priest, sometimes a group will run right up and they'll stop, and I'll be like, huh, I wonder why we're waiting. And then I'll finally think to look at chat, and they're like, Mind Soothe? And I'm like, oh, that's me. Whoops. I've learned the first pack in Theater of Pain because it's right at the beginning, and that's a predictable one. But every now and then, because I don't really look at chat super frequently, so I'm the worst when it comes to that. Sometimes my groups just have to realize that unless I'm in Discord. It's fine if I'm in Discord, but if I'm not in voice, it's faster to just kill the pack than it is to wait for me to realize what's going on. Oh boy, this one.
Grab one of those enchanted candles to stay safe from
This one is terrible. Oh, it was because this one, and it's always this quest too. It was because this one is the one that had the mobs that were after. They're like in this hallway, but they still count towards filling the bar. It's been twice now that I've done this delve super slow because I keep waiting to finish filling the Kobold Invaders lane before I leave the area where it says that they are.
Interrupt.
But I know better. I'm learning. Today will be different. Also, the spinny things just seem rude. accidentally threw my garbage ball trinket instead of the candle. Beauty and Beast with the sentient candles walking about. I got the candle hat. Not the little cute one that sits on top of your head, but the huge conglomeration of like 3 enormous candles melting all over your dome. I got the red version of it. I think I have the red and the green now, as well as the white ones. Okay, let's call that good. I'm gonna try to be thorough without being super annoying about this. The candle you can put in your pet, so adorable. Oh yeah, that's right, you can cook on it. I was obsessed with that at the very beginning of this expansion. I would do it at the beginning of dungeons and stuff. You seen any of the Disney live action remakes in general, not just the latest? I've seen a few of them in general. I've kind of missed some of the latest ones. I have not seen Little Mermaid or Snow White. I did see Mulan. What else? I'm trying to think of the ones that were just like straight remakes and not like reimaginings. I feel like Maleficent doesn't count. Because that one's brand new enough. I think I saw the Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson there, and then the Lion King one too, although live action's kind of a stretch. Yeah. They've and Aladdin too, actually. Aladdin was one of the better ones if you don't worry about Will Smith as the genie. If you just don't think about it. And I don't even know if his performance was awful or anything. It was just that the whole concept of it was kind of upsetting to me because I miss Robin Williams and it's just hard to see Will Smith being blue. The CGI was kind of wonky. But yeah, they're not making them for me. They're making them because they can print money. I don't know from who. Families, probably. I think he did great considering who he was following. Yeah, I think he gets clowned on more than he deserves for that particular performance, but I also... The way that they did the effects on it is very, like, fight or flight response triggering. Do you want to see Lilo and Stitch, though? Probably ought to do some of these guys. Completely forgot they made a Cinderella remake. Yeah, I think I missed that one as well. I don't think I saw it. I did not watch The Last of Us. I haven't played the game either. Not watching the Snow White remake if they paid me. It seems like everybody... I don't know anybody that is excited about it. Like, there's wildly different reasons for not liking it, which is kind of funny. But at the end of the day, Disney tried to make everybody happy, and they made nobody happy. Not even a little bit. Don't strike me as a zombie enjoyer. Yeah, it's not my top format of thing. Season 2 is coming out. I'm nervous. I know it's coming, but still. Do we have? We're 85. We'll grab these guys.
Frontal.
Will not watch season 2. Too many themes that weren't my thing, but it was very well done.
Interrupt.
We have Nintendo announcing a Legend of Zelda live action for 2027. Man. I feel like stuff like that, the video game adaptation films, are like really risky in terms of, is this going to be any good? Because when they are good, they're really good. And most of the time, they're just slop. Most of the time, they don't end up working for anybody. Yeah. Wonder when the era of remakes will come to an end. We start getting more original movies. From what I understand, it's that people don't go to watch original movies. If they haven't heard of it, if there's no tie-in to something they already have familiarity with, people don't go see them in theaters. It's too expensive to go. It's too big of an investment. It's really hard to get butts in seats for anything that's not a sequel or a remake or a prequel or tied to some existing IP that has some weight. It's going downhill for a reason. Speaking of new movies, I want to go see Mickey 17. I need to find a time to go do it. I did watch Wicked. I thought it was fun. My kids want to see Minecraft. Hi Hazel, is this a new character? It's he's been around for a little bit. It's a new character for The War Within. This is my Paladin. He's a blood elf. His name is Anthus. He is theatrical. I was Wicked. I thought it was fun. I liked it a lot. I'm pretty much the target audience though. I love musical theater. I like the musical. I'm not so invested in the musical that I need it to be like a perfect adaptation of it. I like wacky, campy, goofy stuff. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm looking forward to the next ones.
Watch your step.
Daughter enjoyed the Beetlejuice musical. Enjoying Invincible.
Watch your steps. Knocking back.
What would you give the new patch out of 10? 10, but I'm easy. It's like my favorite patch ever. But I'm easy. I'm not a harsh critic at all. It is a really good patch. The raid is so much fun. The keys have been so much fun. It's gotten me into delves. The collecting is really fun. There's lots of really cool things to collect. There's definitely faults that you could pick with it. There's faults you can pick with anything if you try hard enough. But I've been having a great time. I've been playing a bunch. Okay, he's got his sparks. Good for him. Any other gear? I got another cloak, actually. Don't really need that. Have to find a new hunter pet. Any suggestions? Get so overwhelmed. I had a lot of fun taming some of the new pets in Undermine. I love the bombshell crab. He gets so big. It's such a large crab. They start small when you're taming them, and then you finish taming it, and it's like boop. Arrowhokey, thank you for the 49-month resub. Junkyard Mog now that I quite fancy. Hazel, what do you rate this patch out of 10? 10! And he's my favorite. Plus, there's a bajillion color combinations, so if you want, you can set your heart in one of them, and then you can spend all day killing bombshell crabs waiting for the correct color combo to spawn. new pet on top of a building, can't get to it. I got that one by following the Wowhead guide of using the backstrapped missile item and then using it, like Wowhead has coordinates in the comments for that pet. There's coordinates that you can stand on to help you point yourself towards that building and land on it. Have to have it in green.
Communication initiated.
What's the key collector thing you think should be done now instead of later when groups are gone? Oh, collector things. Scrap is probably one of them. It's gonna be a little faster if you do it while people are actively doing scrap farming. There's a variety of rewards from scrap. There's a couple mounts. There are some pets that you can buy with the vintage cans.
Wherever the action is. Travel safe.
Oh, I leveled. Wow. So he's level 73. That's actually not too bad for the first day. What's in this box? A couple of transmogs I didn't have before. We're getting into some upgrades. He's got a two-handed weapon. I guess I should check his loot spec. His loot spec is red. Change it to prot too. $496. Oh no, we've got that on. Weird, it scaled up actually. It was $483 a second ago, I swear. That was weird. How are you finding Prop Bell? It seems good. I feel like it either hasn't changed that much or it plays pretty well when you're doing it wrong, because I have been just kind of winging it based on muscle memory from some past version of Prop Paladin, and it seems to be going just fine. It seems to be working a treat. At least for the content I'm doing anyway. I'm just leveling, but like, you know, some classes I'll get on them and I'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing and nothing is dying. And that sucks. So I don't know what I'm doing and things are dying just fine is like a refreshing change. Candlestick's fun. I hate having 2 unused trinkets though. Doesn't change much. Hints consecrate, push buttons, word of glory for heal. Winging it. Legion Remix is totally going to be a thing. If anyone asks, you heard it here first. Alright, I heard it here first.
I was done talking to you.
Okay, he's level 73. Could do some more delves. I was hoping I would get into some... Why don't we go do Nightfall Sanctum or Spiral Weave? Let's go to the bottom, huh? How was yesterday's adventure? Kind of boo-boo. Kind of no good. But not the last one. It'll be okay. We'll get back out there. Market's a little hotter than I had in mind, and it's a bit demoralizing. It's tough to even step into a place without them having accepted offers already, no matter how quickly you jumped on the listing. We are... What are we doing? We are... Ashgahat, that's right. I wanted to go check out Spiral Weave. I know I'm kind of breaking up my order here, but... We're going this way. Got our place before it had photos up. It's wild out there. Yeah, I'm still holding on to the dream that I'm not going to have to do that. But, like, if I look all summer and this keeps happening to me, then I may need to change my plan. I'll talk to the realtor about it. I just, the thing that I'm learning to manage right now is that it seems like, no matter what, this is gonna be an emotional roller coaster, and I need to just kind of work on my emotional resilience and just, you know, I wouldn't say not let it ruin my whole day, because I think if it's gonna ruin my whole day, it's gonna ruin my whole day. But just kind of, you know, roll with it a little bit, feel the feelings, accept them. They're normal. There's gonna be a lot of feelings. It's just a big stressful time. And you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel somewhere. Spiral Weave's gonna be under here, looks like. Took an entire summer to find a place that said this is home. How long to open Tazafish? Want to take my monk there? Because I heard they can one-shot Celia. Oh, I don't know. You'll probably get the house you get when your emotions run out or something to that effect. Yeah. I feel like I'm actually not that picky and that I am likely to fall in love with any wide variety of houses. I'm not saying I'm desperate, but like it's giving a little desperate. I have this strong feeling that when I find the right place that kind of meets the criteria and is in my price range and I can get it, I'm gonna love it just because it's mine. And that I'm gonna build all this like story and myth and like work with it. And obviously I'm trying to avoid getting myself into anything that's gonna need like 6 figures of repairs. I'm trying to avoid things with like, you know, needs a new foundation. Massive amounts of asbestos, you know, like we're trying to sidestep the major catastrophes. Because it kind of seems like a pick your catastrophe world out there. I don't know which variant this is. Would I consider building? No, I don't have the money. I mean, I guess I maybe do have the money, but like it's a different setup loan-wise than just a straight-up mortgage. And I think I don't have the money. I think building's really expensive, especially now. Trying to get materials and stuff. On exciting upgrades like I can put funky tile in this bathroom. Didn't start out wanting a split level, wound up with one. Yeah, my bar is more or less, does it have black mold? You know, will my life be shorter if I live here? We're not worried about things like, oh man, this floor layout's kind of weird, or like, you know, the siding's ugly. Like, that's not in the conversation. We're in the, is this going to get swept away when the floods come kind of thing. If it's got the grappling hooks, the only story. I'm hoping for From the Weaver with Love. That's kind of the one that I need. I forgot to check the name of it. It does have grappling hooks. I need that one discovery left. I think maybe we're in good shape. Maybe this is it. This is why I wanted to do this one, is because I had achievements I needed in here.
Interrupt.
How much asbestos? Asbestos, lead paint, you know, big fat fuel tanks underground. Although that might be kind of unavoidable. A lot of them have old oil heating. When are you expecting the floods? I'm just thinking about the future of weather. You know, how weather gets kind of crazy and how things that have never happened before happen. Also, I'm not buying in Victoria. I can't afford to buy in Victoria. It is not unheard of for general waterways to burst. Yeah, not just any floods. The floods. The biblical floods. What if I bring marbles to my house showings and then I just like put them on the floor to see if they roll? On a scale of 1 to marble run, how slanted are these floors? Do these doors close or are they just for show? Lillian Marshall. Well, I don't know. Don't you want your house to feature in Twister 19? Death spirals. Gosh. What am I doing here? I'm collecting explosives that it appears that I have completely failed to do up to this point. Is this an explosive? It is. It wasn't glowing and therefore I didn't see it. It was a plot point in How I Met Your Mother. Oh. Saw some very wobbly places.
Gruntle.
It was really crooked. Hazel. Hi, Scarlet.
Gruntle.
If you rate Anthus's party goings on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm giving him a 2011 because he's party rocking in the house tonight. Everybody's gonna have a good time. Well, there's some more over here. Hi, I'm new here. Hello, Squink and Binks. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Am I any closer? We're doing a little better. We just need 2 more of these. I feel like the Anthus is the one to bring dips. We mean like chip dips, right? This isn't like some new thing with the youth. Whenever there's like a simple word, I just assume that young people have found a new way to dangerously have fun. Chip dips, yeah, okay. Oh. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. I'm just gonna do laps until I successfully do this. Bet you I missed some this way, actually. It's the only one. Am I the only one who feels like the War Within is the midnight waiting room for housing? A little bit. I definitely understand the feeling. It was kind of like how I felt about transmog collecting before they made it collectible across armor types and then further relaxed the class version, the class setting of it. The fact that these don't glow has been decimating me. I am so well trained to try and get things that are glowing and walk past anything that doesn't blink, sparkle, glow, or beep at me. Excited for midnight, but I'm not like wanting this X pack to be over or anything. I'm very curious what the 3rd patch and tier and content is like for the War Within, just because Undermine was so fun. I feel like I want to know how they're gonna top that. How are they going to live up to that? I don't know. There's only one way to find out. I feel like it's going to be a little less serious, or a little more serious. Would make sense.
Watch your step.
Because Undermine was so goofy. You mean Legion Remix so I don't have to touch Legion?
Charging. Move.
I'm just happy that they've made mechanics easier to see and dodge this patch. I think that's going to make WoW a lot comfier to play for a long time.
Charging. Move.
Curious to see if they do make another support class or just finally open more class race combos. I haven't thought about Augvoker and support classes basically since they added Augvoker. I don't think we have one right now. I think our Augvoker went DK. So our raids have just been living without one. And therefore I forgot they existed.
Charging. Move.
I have not done top since they changed the visuals. I'm dying to see them. I heard it's the Death Winds, and that's like my dream. That's like my biggest thing.
Charging. Move.
I'm very excited about that. Get my new GPU on Monday. Nice. That'll be fun. Need to make more support specs. Or a class, or turn Aug into pure DPS. Do you guys have Augs in your groups, or they kind of feel a little forgotten? My experience is very limited. My perspective is very limited.
Frontal.
Haven't seen any. They're basically extinct. They were nerfed majorly. I don't see a whole lot of Drac there, honestly, but I think that's just because my group doesn't have an evoker right now. I am not in combat. I am in combat. It's okay, we can get back up there. I think Delves would be actually not a bad place to learn a healing class. Healing tank brand is a great deal like healing a regular tank. Oh, nice. I'm gonna get an achievement. Actually, I'm probably gonna get 2 achievements if I had to guess here. There's one. The other one should be when we finish here. I see a lot of people playing Drakthir in another class, but they're usually in Visage form. I think they tried the morally gray female villain is actually a hero already. It didn't go over so well. Don't they do that in like all of their games? I feel like it's kind of a trope at this point.
Run. Keep moving.
A lot of people got tired of the range for evokers. Yeah, I can see it.
Watch your step.
I don't think I'm doing this right. Unless being a tank is just stepping on mechanics and healing yourself because you're a tank, so you can do it. In which case I'm doing this perfectly.
Run. Keep moving.
Yeah, Spiral Weave story is perfect. I got both achievements I needed in here. That was precisely what I wanted. Yeah, you're not botching mechanics, you're soaking damage. Oh, nice that they'll clip you right through the floor for that. I don't think these are worth it on this difficulty. You don't get the really good brand experience. I have found it's not bad gold to do all of this because you get the delve crafting items that are still reasonably valuable. I keep getting cloaks. Holy smokes. Another 496 cloak. Yeah, it's alright. Did I pick up the Spiral Weave quest at the beginning? I don't know that I did. I must have done, right? Did I forget? Would have been over here, right? Because this is the beginning. Oh no! I turned off Warband completed quests. I didn't pick it up. Oopsies. Oopsies. Oopsie-doopsies. Alright, well, we're getting out of there. Oh well. It was still good for achievements. It was still good for achievements. We should do the other treasure one. We should do Nightfall Sanctum. Apparently I haven't done any treasures in there. That's Hallowfall. Can't be the only one that wishes they could dress up their evoker in dragon form. The Murloc suit or the bathing suit. For a moment thought we were fishing today. I am leveling my Paladin. Although, gotta remember to pick up the Delve quests. Whoops. Hopefully you can get all of the Nightfall Sanctum treasures in any story. That would be nice. Because then I could finish the treasures achievement completely. And focus on working on Lore Master. I can. Nice. I wonder why I haven't got any of them. I just must not have had like handy notes on. Maybe I don't do Nightfall Sanctum enough. Happy Saturday, Hazel. Happy Saturday, Acadia. Good to see ya. I want to be able to put a robe or a dress on. Is there not like a little skirty thing that you can do? Like at the barbershop in their like dragon form armor? It's been a while since I've messed with it. Too bad pandas can't be Pandadins. We are really missing out. Half skirt male thing, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it's not exactly a dress. Demi 3x3, thank you for the 2-month resub. Welcome back. I feel like Nightfell doesn't often get bountiful. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen it super recently. I did it not too long ago because I remember I did Daystormer and that was bountiful. Happy I can have my Drakthir reject clothing all together and just strut around totally nude. Oh, reject clothing. Yeah. Okay, we get our quest. Good. We have our handy notes telling us where the treasures are. Good. We get one before we even get started here. Here for Nightfall Sanctum Discoveries. Also, there's 2 stories. I don't know which one this is, though.
The sacred flame illuminates our path.
Oh, I need to go back. It's okay, we'll run around at the end. You do this one in reverse.
They'll maybe using that move.
Run.
I meant to do some of this as rep, but I just haven't gotten around to trying it yet. It's been so much fun playing Prot. You know what? I'm just gonna keep pulling stuff. We're fine. Fran, you work on it for a while. Do your worst.
Frontal.
That's the spirit.
Watch your step. Keep moving. Watch your step. Keep moving.
Oh, don't mind me. There we go. Looks like there's one that way, off the tip of the boat. We'll go back for it.
Look around. There's treasure here.
Crowd
I
control.
don't have any. I don't have any slow falls at all. Oh, we're good. Very good. So yeah, we're 3 of 4, so that's the last one. Still gotta do the rest of the delve, though. I don't know about my route. Oh, I definitely have done this because I did this with Flabby because I was waiting for him to dispel all the barriers, so this isn't going to be a new story for me, unfortunately. And also I'm going to have to dispel the barriers myself. That's alright. We're not going for the Daystormer achievement, so we're allowed to trip on things. This one might take a while. This is kind of like the Nightfall Sanctum version of that Excavation Site 9 that I don't like for the setting down 6 versions of the thing. About the slow fall thing from Trading Post. Don't know where it's at. Oh yeah, I guess I have parasols. I never really thought of that. You won't worry about that.
Watch your step. Keep moving.
What if we could hit those guys with this stuff? That would be fun. I wonder if I should do dungeons at any point. I guess I'll, like, time walking dungeons next week. He'll probably be... Today's Saturday, so I've got today's stream and tomorrow's stream. I bet you he'll be like 75 going into next week. And then we could finish that with time walking pretty easily.
Watch your step. Keep moving.
Oh, we're back here. I'm known for many things. Well, maybe not. I could be known for many things, but my sense of direction would not be one of them. Oh, I need to get down there, but now I'm actually not sure if I would survive. Then maybe I will look in my toy box for a parasol. Also, style points. Pally shield prevents fall damage.
Run.
I could bubble. But isn't it like a long cooldown? 3 minutes? Does it forbearance you? For 30 seconds. Why did I think it was like 15 minutes? I thought it was a really long cooldown. They can bubble every 3 minutes? That's cheating. I don't approve. Kind of CDs don't exist except for Shaman Ankh. My Holy Priest cheating after Angel Form thing is a 10-minute CD. But to be fair, it's pretty overpowered. It also seems to have been resetting with boss kills, so I've been able to use it to res the raid during progression. Looks like this is going to be up.
Watch your step. Keep moving.
Beat one of those rare elites solo on my Ret Paladin, but I had to use all my bubbles. Don't tell Blizzard. Yeah. Synced up with the Hearthstone cooldown once upon a time.
Watch your step. Keep
I'm
moving.
just gonna run all the way to my next objective, and then if anything wants to fight me for it, they can come talk to me themselves.
Crowd
I'm not
control.
gonna forget to do my treasure though.
Gruntle. Gruntle. Interrupt. Interrupt. Gruntle. Gruntle. Crowd control. Gruntle.
I like that Paladin has so many cooldowns. You can just keep pressing them. Can you still do damage while you're in bubble? I know it used to not be the case. It used to be more like a dispersion. Yeah, you can. Busted. Absolutely busted. Doesn't restrict anything. I saw that I have a talent that, Ooh, almost didn't make it. Nice. Nightfall Sanctum Discoveries. Okay, so I officially have all the treasures. Glory of the Delver is now just down to Lore Master for me. Brian, where are the treasures, actually? Drops aggro, don't do it in a raid or a party. It looks like I have a talent that taunts things when I bubble, and I was thinking about it because I feel like I've heard my main tank telling the other tank to not run that talent because it sometimes causes problems in our raid when it comes to, who has the boss. Doesn't work on bosses? Maybe trash or something. I might be misremembering. I don't know where they stashed the treasure room. I got too distracted, like, jumping around. I feel like we fought the last boss up here. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Get anything good? Sometimes leveling gear is kind of nice. We got another spark and a neck piece. Long lost choker, 496. That's a pretty big upgrade. Yeah, I'll take it. Puts him up to 474. I can turn that in. I have a feeling I'm gonna lose track for sure of like which. Ooh, transmog. I have a feeling I'm gonna lose track of which delves I have and haven't done, but that's okay. Do you get a mount? You do. It's the Ivory Goliathus. It's kind of divisive. Some people think it's awesome. Some people think it's cute. Some people think it's kind of yucky looking. You know, mileage may vary. Yeah, I probably need to be braver, pull a little bigger. It is so cute. Dang, that's cool. Kind of icky. See? You know, divisive. Got all kinds of opinions.
I support our army with the finest blades.
Nice little quarter level worth of XP there. I think it's cool that it's pretty unique, not just a recolor. Yeah, I think I'm reserving my own judgment on it for when I get it, because I'll see if I like the way that my character actually flies on it. I still have quite a bit to do. Oh, I must have herbalism, if they're going to let me pick that up. It's saying it's our first ever pug map. Oh, after seeing the 3K amount in person, I needed it. So cool. The Keystone Master mount is the same kind of mount model, just in a different color, if that helps at all. But yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Because, that's the 3K one. And then this is the Keystone Master one. So there is a version of it that we can get earlier. It's kind of sick. 3K one is bigger? Oh, man. I'm going to go for the 3K one. I'm at 2,500 or something on my priest. It just depends on if we get it before my groups kind of run out of stamina. Because I'm probably not going to pug it. That's dope too. Yeah, I like the KSM mount a lot. It's one of my favorite KSM mounts. I was not really feeling the Armor Readings, and I was not really feeling the Shadowlands like Death Elementals. I find this one a lot nicer. 2800, so I'll get it, but now I'll get it even sooner. Oh man, I'm out of rested. I'm almost level 74 though. Shadowlands campaign starts in org. Yeah, starting old expansions is a pain in the butt. A lot of them will start in the capital, and it's a matter of picking out which one that you're looking for. Alright, this is gonna be our pull.
Flame take those accursed creatures. Well done.
Updated melee weapon. Bit of a hammer situation. Not mad at that. I get sucked into world quests on alts. They're not even that fast. It's just, especially when they're pet battles and
It is an excellent
flights
day
and
for
stuff,
a
they
race.
just feel so easy and fast. And fun, you know? Plus, when you do the pet battles, I get extra polished pet charms, and I need lots of them to get my pet collection all leveled up. I love that you can do these races on any mount now. I like Dragonflight a lot, but I was so sick of the dragons by the end of it. These are some of my favorite world quests. They're just fun. They don't take super long. And you can do them even if your gear sucks and you don't do any damage. I don't think I've been on one of my dragon mounts to actually fly it on purpose since Dragonflight ended. I've got too many other mounts that I miss too much. Just doing the races on alts for gold. Yeah, I'm still a little bitter about the gold nerf on them. I thought for sure they were just nerfing the gold of the old races and that the new ones would be worth as much, but no such luck. Kirk and Slice, thanks for the 52-month resub. Glad to have ya.
Nicely done. You and your Drake are exceptional.
You and your Drake are acceptable. Oh, it's Hallowfall Fishing Derby Day. I mean, not that we need it or anything, but... Is it good XP? I haven't even thought about doing this in like a leveling alt.
We are the seekers of light.
No, it's no XP at all. At least it doesn't say it is. That's not any experience either. I'm a lot bitter about the nerf. I'd planned to do them on an alt army. Yeah. I think my new plan for that is to do Undermine Gold World quests. Gold World quests and maybe like weeklies, because every now and then one of those big weekly caches will give you like 16k gold. Today was a good derby day for me. Got all my trophy fish in the first 5 minutes. Nice. 95 resonance crystals. How is his resonance crystals doing? You know what? He's got 3,000 of them. For not that long of an amount of time. That's basically today. I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully I didn't mess up my buttons. I don't think I was mashing the right key here. I don't think I ever took a break today, actually. It's like 11:35. At this point, I might just stick it out. I was having too much fun doing delves. I feel like the Paladin's like really coming along. I figured it would be very slow because it's not time walking. And there's no like leveling event or anything, but he did have rested, I suppose. But getting like 3, almost 4 levels in a couple hours feels really strong. It feels really fast. There we go, yeah, 74. Nice. Delves help a lot on speed. Oh yeah, that's right. I do have a buff for having other 80s, don't I? I forgot about that. Where do you see that? Yeah, so I've got 20% additional experience. It'll be 25 when I finish leveling this guy. I feel like we talked about the female Belf thing already. They're just not my cup of tea. It doesn't mean other people don't have to like them. Other people like them a lot. That's great. You get the alt bonus experience for doing these Warband Mentors achievements. You have to reach level 80. And every character that you reach gives you 5% up to a maximum of 25% at 5 level 80s. Yeah, I should probably do another delve. It's just I looked for nearby delves and I saw the sinkhole and I went, ooh. Am I gonna do that? Maybe. Buy him a water breathing pot. Yeah, 4 or 5 for 25% and then that's the last one. I have not needed any more Warband Bank tabs. I bought 1. So I have 2 tabs. I have the basic one and I have a second tab, and that's what I've been using, and I've been totally fine, but I'm not using them for trade goods. I think that's where it works for me. I got a marked fall of stone. If I look at pets of all types that are not rare, what do I want to upgrade here? A couple of beasts. Couple little aquatic pets. I really like this guy. He's cute. Third tab being 100k needs a lot more incentive than some bank slots. Yeah, I always told myself I would buy those on when the day came that I really needed them, and it just hasn't come yet. It just hasn't really been a thing. Okay, we're gonna remember to pick up the Delver's Call quest. Oh, I always forget to check the story. Probably fine. Oh, that's so crazy. When you're wearing green delve gear, I don't know if this is intended, but it's scaling up with my level. The green delve gear is scaling up to my level, even though I got it a couple of delves ago. Is bug? Who knows? Not mad at it. Like the ones in my bags and the ones that I have equipped, they're all scaling up. How long has it been doing that? I don't remember that with Boppin', to be honest with you. If that's a bug that they want to go ahead and turn into a feature, I'm good with it.
Watch your step.
It needs heirlooms anyway, right?
Gruntle.
I feel like it's a pretty harmless thing to allow, because alt leveling... I don't know. gearing while you're alt leveling is sometimes a pain point that feels kind of unnecessary because you're leveling so fast anyways. Of course you're going to be out gearing your gear. And our heirlooms don't scale to 80. I feel like letting your delve greens do it is pretty harmless. Okay, I'm gonna try this time to go a little faster and stop a little less.
There's treasure close by.
You know, Bran can catch up to me.
Gruntle.
Don't want to spend any more golden heirloom upgrades. I know, right? I get that. I don't really want to either. It's so expensive. I have like a set for each armor type, I'm pretty sure, plus a, you know, like weapons for each class. I'm pretty sure I could level any class.
Crowd control. Gruntle.
I don't know
Crowd
what that
control.
button did. That's Divine Toll. Oh, it's a good idea. It does a lot of Avengers shields. That's nice. It makes a delightful bong sound. Just like reading my buttons like, I wonder what this one does. Oh wow. That's crazy. Do all buildings do that?
Crowd control.
Bran, come here. Bran, I have an important lesson for you about bringing mobs to your tank. Already up to 87%.
Watch your step. Keep moving. Watch your step. Keep moving.
Oh, oops. That's okay. Everything's fine, right? Bran, you're coming? Okay, we got a few things.
Interrupt.
It's all good. Just getting free holy power we can use to wog. If you use your word of glory to heal a Worgen player, are you wogging the dog? And other important questions.
Interrupt. Gruntle.
I don't know what any of these buttons are doing. They're just very exciting and shiny. Laughter. Thanks. I don't know if I deserve that one, but I'll take it. Oh dear.
Gruntle.
I'm all hopped up on comfy weekend energy.
Interrupt.
Oh, we did get some progress actually. I did need that story. I want this to be a Hazel merch item. Hazel shower thoughts. Alright, what do we get? We got another choker. All I'm getting are necks and backs. And I mean, it's great that they're scaling with me, but I wouldn't be mad if we covered a couple more armor slots, you know? Is your hair in a ponytail? Sort of. I've, it's a little ponytail in the back, and then I've used a bunch of pins and, like a scrunchy tool to kind of like help corral the rest of my hair in that general direction. Get it kind of out of my face a little bit. Oh, I could get 800 gold if I do that one. I wish I was better at French braiding my own hair when it's kind of short to medium, because it's long enough now that I could put 2 French braids in it if I was really good at it, but I'm not very good at French braiding and I can't really do it nicely. Well, I can't do it nicely at all, but I can't even do it even effectively unless my hair is like a lot longer, or like if I'm doing it to somebody in front of me. It's just kind of a tricky thing to do in your own head if you didn't grow up doing it. But it grows pretty fast.
Will you join me?
Also, I don't really have any intention of wearing it down, so as soon as it gets into ponytail length, we're pretty much good. That's more or less the out that I wanted to grow it to. Here. I turned in my Delver's Call? I did, didn't I? Yeah, okay. So we're 74 and a half, actually. Not too shabby. Makes you feel any better? I've never done a French braid in my life. I love the way they look, and I love that they're very effective at keeping your hair, like, collected and out of your face and out of your way without needing, like, a lot of tools or pins or clips or anything. I love a messy French braid. I wish I could do, and obviously my hair's not long enough, but I wish I could do fisherman's braids. I think they're gorgeous. I just have no idea what kind of black magic goes into making them happen. Yeah. The slippery factor I feel like would be a problem if you had like smooth, straight hair. My hair is very much wants to be in braids. Kind of braids itself when left to its own devices. Got the Razigat skin, congratulations! Yeah, the one nice thing about the curls is that they tend to stay, you know, they get a little frizzy, but they tend to stay in the braids if you stick them in there. I've always been jealous of smooth straight hair though, because I feel like it's a more acceptable default state for hair to be in, and it takes me a lot of work to get there. Although, it's not like we're really bothering anymore, so I don't think I get to complain. I'm mainly doing this for the 800 gold, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's 800 gold I'm gonna get to keep. Yeah, I feel like if I had naturally straight hair, I would do bangs, bun. I guess maybe it's harder to get it to stay in a bun. I don't know. Very Zoe Deschanel. Bangs, bun, couple of pieces down, done. Doesn't really matter if it's limp. Don't need a whole lot of body. Or just, you know, I don't know. We all want the hair that we don't have. 11k XP? Yeah, 11k XP. Won't hurt. Although, these things seem to hurt me a lot more than the delve mobs. Hi kitty, do you want to come up again? Are you waiting for me to get down? I think bangs in a bun was my original plan for growing up my hair, but I haven't been styling my bangs. I don't have the same go-getter attitude for cosmetic styling that I did last time I had bangs. I used to be perfectly happy to straighten them and dry shampoo and blow dry and all these things. And it doesn't take very long because they're short, but like I used to do it kind of as a matter of course. And I've gotten very used to, with my short hair and whatnot, I've gotten very used to being able to get ready for stream within the 5 minutes that my countdown is running. Which is kind of a hard bar for doing hair and makeup if you actually have hair to do. Not that we do makeup every stream, but... I'm wearing mascara today and it's a pretty big deal. Means I'm gonna have to take it off later. Wow. Okay, let's do this one. Do we need a Mycomancer Cavern Stories? No, I think I have those. Yeah, we're good. What do you want? Oh, the pigs. Gotta save the pigs. Let's kind of grab a few things here. I'm getting better at the run ahead until you've pulled enough stuff thing. Isn't it lovely? Yeah, it's real nice. It's also been nice not having to spend money on, like, cosmetic products. I feel like I saved a lot of money not buying hair products and not buying, like, new makeup over the last, like, 2 years. It's helped me save for my house, to be honest with you. That stuff's really expensive. Put some on tonight, and by some, I mean eyeliner. That's the important one. That's the big, impactful one. Gosh, when I used to, and I mean this is kind of an extreme example, not everybody that's having their hair look nice spends this much money, but when I used to get it like dyed and colored, same thing. When I used to get it dyed and treated and cut, and then also was maintaining it, so using kind of expensive products to help maintain the integrity of it, I used to spend thousands of dollars a year on my hair. Like one appointment could easily be over $600. And then, you know, like your little bottles of product are like 50, 60 bucks each. Like it really gets away from you. At the time I was like, oh man, I'm public facing. I'm on camera. I'm investing. And, you know, I'm sure I was. But I don't know if that's the deciding factor. I certainly never wrote any of it off my taxes. I didn't have the guts to try to explain that to a accountant. Let alone an auditor, you know. Yeah, I like putting on a little bit of makeup sometimes for fun, but I got really used to how when you're not wearing any makeup and you're used to not wearing makeup, you get used to being able to like rub your eyes or like, I don't know, take naps or not worry about smooshing it or like having to like super carefully remove it every day. Because I feel like it's like there's lots of makeup removing products, but I feel like no matter how carefully I remove my makeup, there's always going to be like 10% left over that I have to additionally remove the next day. And then you're worried about like, I don't know, if you're going to lay down on the couch, are you going to smoosh it? It's just like a whole, like once you get used to not worrying about it, you get kind of spoiled by that. So what I've done in the past year is on any day that I did actually put any makeup on, I would just take it off right after stream so I wouldn't have to worry about it. Never learned how to deal with foundation and such. It seems like so much. And I mean, there's lots of perfectly nice ways to remove it, but my problem is that I've never found anything, and I've tried a lot of stuff, that 100% deals with eye makeup on the first try without like a ton of scrubbing. Like I'll take off my eye makeup and then I'll take a shower and then I'll take off more eye makeup and then I'll sleep and then I'll wake up and I'll take off more because like it just keeps coming out, you know? Even if I do it very carefully with like products and whatnot, it just, I don't know, maybe my eyelashes just hold on to mascara or something, or maybe that's a problem lots of people have. Yeah, eyeshadow's fun for sure. Although I tend to kind of get bored before I'm done blending. Like, well, I've got hooded eyes, this is fine. It only looks weird when my eyes are closed, so I'll just stare around like an owl all day. Uh-oh. Smudged eyeshadow accidentally by rubbing my eyes. It's a habit of mine, especially since I have allergies. I hate that feeling when you rub your eyes and then you realize that they felt kind of funny and then you're like, oh no, and then you have to find out if you've raccoon faced yourself. It's just kind of easier to not have to deal with it. People want their makeup to last, but good luck removing it, yeah. No, it's nice to have options. I'm not gonna bother with treasure crab. I feel like I've not been rescuing any pigs. I think I've been like clearing trash. Oh, I am gonna bother with treasure crab. I've been clearing trash and just wandering past the pigs being like, rescue yourself. I killed the mob. What do you want me to do? Hold your hoof? Give you a little piggy hug? Kinda want that. Pigs are very cute. They make terrible sounds, but they're very cute. Lieutenant Porkinsworth. Am I gonna backtrack and see if I've missed pigs? I think I'm gonna do that. I'm pretty sure I have. I know there's more pig rescuing areas ahead, but yeah, there is something left here. Oh gosh, it goes all the way around here, doesn't it?
Let's have a quick sit down to recover.
Dr. Pigment. Oh, sorry, Dr. Pigment. Not your lucky day. Call that good enough. Maybe there's 4 at the end. This was supposed to be a fast one. I'm pretty pleased with this. He's gonna be basically halfway to 80 in one stream just from delves and a handful of world quests. Plus he's got quite a selection of resonance crystals and, you know, some gold. I don't remember if he started with any gold, but I feel like he must not have done. I usually strip them of gold. My alts are just ripped apart like old cars that no one's gonna drive anymore going to the junkyard. Absolutely stripped for parts. Sometimes I kill the rares and I don't pick up the power. I just kill the rare and move on with my life. Not ideal. Hazel, I finally made it out of the Atlanta metro area. Congratulations. I hope you guys are feeling okay. Maybe a little fresh air. A British friend of mine was saying how she had a couple of piggies living in her yard, and I was confused until I found out that apparently it's slang for hedgehogs. Oh. Oh, that sounds kind of cute. I mean, yeah, wild boars would be also cute, but in a terrifying kind of way. It's like when bears are in your yard. It's like a cute and a don't open the door kind of way. I did get the Belladar mount. That one we did. Break time. Need coffee to make it the next 13 hours. Oh, safe driving, guys. Wild boars are terrifying. Nice.
Smell that? It's treasure. I know it's close.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Time to go!
Gruntle.
It'll be fine. Sometimes Bran will fight a very tiny mob, not this one, but just a very tiny mob, right before the last boss, and he's time to go all out. Can't say it like him. But he'll like, I'm assuming he's blowing his cooldowns. I'll be like, there's a car that caught on fire,
Charging.
caused a big delay. Holy moly. This sounds like one of those trips that you guys are gonna have stories that you can tell for like forever. Drag mobs into his traps. I feel like I've been running away from those traps for the entirety of my delve experience. I've just been assuming they're all hostile.
Charging. Move.
Decent chunk of XP, actually. The drive was more eventful than the destination. Speaking of destinations, we booked our honeymoon. We have plans. We have plans. It's semi local, but still somewhere I don't really get too much. And it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be low key, but we're definitely getting away for a few days. We talked about not doing it because it's just not a great time financially with the whole house buying thing, but like we kind of looked at the budget and thought about it. It was like we have to take a honeymoon. It doesn't have to be an expensive honeymoon. It really doesn't. Plus I had some Airbnb gift cards that I've kind of like hoarded over the last couple of years worth of gifts from family. And I was like, it doesn't have to be a fancy one, but we need to get away for a couple of days and just spend some time with each other. If we don't do it, we're never going to do it. Plus, we can take other fancy vacations in our lives later if we get rich or something, but like, there's only going to be one honeymoon. We got to do it. I know I'm all excited, although I've arranged for my family to look after Moose and Kira, and they're going to do great, and they're going to have a nice time, and I'm going to miss them the whole time. I'm already like kind of upset about, also, I don't know if I looted the, oh, I did loot the end. I can leave. Okay. I'm already kind of upset about the idea of leaving them. I miss them already, and it's not for a while. And they're gonna be fine. They're gonna have fun. Moose in particular is gonna have a blast. He's gonna get to hang out with my nephew a bunch. And my mom's gonna stay here and look after Kitty, but think of my kitties and puppies the entire time. No, I'm not leaving the country. FaceTime them every night to check in. Oh, man. My boo-boo bear. My moosey bear. I am maybe overly attached to my dog. It's possibly a problem. I love him. Sometimes I don't want to get out of bed because I'm comfy, and then I hear him like shake his head and his ears flap against his skull, and then I'm like, oh, Moose is up. And then I'll get out of bed and he's like, Mom! And it's like, oh. He gives great hugs. Did you catch up in your missing sleep? I did, thank you. It was dire. It was very bad. But I'm feeling much better. I saw a couple FaceTiming their dog at the airport. Aww. Yeah, there are some lovely spots. We're not going very far. We're not taking any flights or anything. But it's going to be nice. We don't usually go very far anyway. I'm not really the drive more than 20 minutes kind of person in one go. So this will be the farthest away I've been since like... I guess I went to Vancouver. Yeah, I think it'll be lovely. Alright, it is end of stream time. Also, it's gotten very bright in here. That time again. We'll be back tomorrow. Back tomorrow with another weekend stream. Probably more Anthus leveling. He's like nearly halfway there. Won't be time walking yet, but maybe I can just like grind out delves and get him finished. Who knows? Thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate the company. I hope you had a nice time, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.